Hey guys, this is Manifesting Better, and I'm back with another video and another topic that needs to be addressed. I also have an Instagram. You can go check the link in the description box below. I have a lot of posts there, and coaching is also available for that too. The link is in the description box below. Now, today's topic, living in the end. What is living in the end, and why you need to actually listen to this video. Living in the end is essentially the only thing that you need to do in order to get your desire. But what does it really mean to live in the end? Why did Neville emphasize on it so much? So let's discuss about that. Let's say your goal is to have a relationship, or you want money or something financial, or you want a specific person. So what do? You practice techniques like visualizing, affirming, and all these things. But there is a way to visualize. There is a state from which you visualize which gets you results, and then there is a state from which you visualize which is coming from a state of lack, as Dr. Joe Dispenza also talks about, that if you wake up from a visual scene or a meditation session and you are still the same person, then you are not doing it right. Now ask yourself, when I'm visualizing, when I'm affirming, is that from a state of lack, or is that from a state of the end result? What is the state of the end result and what is the state of lack? When it is coming from a state of lack, it is usually after the visual scenes, you're questioning it. You're questioning the results. You're questioning the movement. You're questioning, where is it? Am I doing it right? Am I doing the technique right? Did I do it enough? Did I not do it enough? Should I change my affirmations? Should I change my visual scenes? When the questions are like this, when you are coming from this direction, it's the state of lack. Now, what is the state of end result? When the state of end result is there, and when you are doing it from the state of having it, you are not doing these things to get something out of it. You're doing the techniques, you're doing the visual scenes just to enjoy the sheer joy that you get from it. You're doing the visual scenes just to enjoy it because you're selecting that desired reality that you know already exists. You're looking at it as a trailer to what the future holds and what is already in you. There are many techniques that people use to get into the end result, and I will also share some tips with you guys on what you can do. Please note that these techniques are not necessary and they are not needed in order to manifest. These are just things that I personally do and have worked for me. Before that, a few more things that I will want to cover. Another thing that living in the end consists of is that there is no more need to find a solution. There is no more you looking for the answer. You are not constantly looking for the next way to do it. You're not constantly looking for the next technique to do it, right? Because when you are doing all that, you are still not coming from that knowing, that peaceful and calm knowing that what I want is already done. So you do the visual scenes and then you're looking for another technique too, because your basis of success and your basis of your knowing that I am God is based on outside validation and outside movement, which until it keeps being is becomes very difficult for you to manifest what you want. Even if you see the old reality, when you are coming from a state of having it, even if you see the old reality, you will not be worried about it because you will always remind yourself that this is the old thoughts and the old state that is just passing. This has nothing to do with what I am doing now and what I have already done. Like Nevillegoddard says that what's done is done, do nothing after that. The end state is not having you focus on the physical world all day long. You're not focusing on techniques all day long. You're not affirming all day long. You're not sitting and waiting there for a message. You're not sitting and waiting there for that money. You're out there living your best life. You're out there enjoying your time. You're out there basically doing the things that you would be doing that are not related to this manifestation and that improve your life for the better and are based on yourself, not the basis of this manifestation coming to pass. Now, it's very easy to say all this, but it's a little bit difficult to do it from the end state because practical knowledge and theoretical knowledge is, of course, different. So, let me share some tips and techniques which I personally use. And like I said before, you don't need to do any of these. If they help you, then that's perfect. So, the first trick I use, the first technique that I really love is creating stories. This is really my biggest go to to get to the end result. Create stories from the end and create them with whatever you are doing. For example, if you are at the grocery store, in your mind, tell yourself the story: I think I should buy this milk. My wife, my girlfriend, whatever you want to go with, keeps talking about. Now, one thing, please don't go and buy that milk. That would be delusional. Another example. So let's say you are in the car. You can talk to them in your head or out loud as that they are on the Bluetooth, only if it makes you feel good. This is another great tool to get to the end result. Another great tool is to ask better questions. This is how I have always kept myself and the people I work with in check. For example, ask yourself, what would I be doing if I had the person I want? What would I be doing if I had the money I want? What would I be doing if there were no issues to be solved? Again, the answers coming to you will actually help you a lot into getting into that mindset. Another technique that I use is I remember when. This is Neville's technique. In this technique, he contemplates the time that you are living now as past and lives in his head in the future from the end result where what he wants is already done, and this time he considers as a part of the unfolding. So let's say you're having a bad day, you can use it by saying, I remember when I was having that bad day, but now that I have my manifestation, everything is fixed. Again, one more thing, meditation. And this is not directly connected to the manifestation, but meditating sometimes has helped me indirectly to calm down my mind and to get into that state, because I just become more aware of my feelings and I just become more aware of my thoughts and what state I'm coming from. Please know that in the end, the only question that you need to worry about is what would I be doing if the problem was solved? What would I be doing if there was nothing to worry about anymore? What would I be doing if there was no new technique to go after, or no new method to go after, or no new limiting belief to solve? Because your natural state is having it, and that is all you have to do. You just have to get into that knowing of having it. I really intend that this video helps you, and please, if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments below. Again, like every time, I will try to answer all of them. See you in the next one.